Hello everyone from far across time, space and distance. Today I'm going to explain you what is actually true love. I'm a psychic medium from Mission True Love channel and I do this free psychic readings for you. If you have any query related to your personal matters or your professional matters, please write your query in the comment section down below. Whenever I will be free, I will do the psychic reading for you and I would help to guide you. Now, let's hop into today's subject. What is true love? Now, I have two cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. The 6th card of the Major Arcana shows the Lover's card. And the 15th card in the Major Arcana, whose number, when you add 1 and 5 together, that also come out to be 6, has this Devil card. People are usually in the wounded relationship, in the wounded love, and sometimes they confuse their wounded love as a true love, and they feel so confused. And then you see the people bragging about that I never got true love, or I don't know whether true love actually exists or not, it's just a fairy tale subject or not. In reality, true love always exists. Where? It's always there in your heart. And today I would be giving you a few insights of what actually true love is all about, so that I think it will help you in making your relationships much better, and you can understand the chemistry between your partners, between parents and their children, and most important, the chemistry between yourself, within yourself. Okay, so in order to explain true love, the true love, I have put the card of the Devil card along with the Lover's card, that is the card of the wounded love, so that you would understand the meaning of true love much better. Most of the people I have met, they get so much confused. They are in a wounded relationship, they are not in a very good relationship, they just confuse their relationship or their life when they are with their parents who are living with the wrong children who are living with the wrong parents, their partners, their partner is wounding them so badly, and they confuse that love to be the true love because they really don't know the definition. So now I have made these certain points. I'm going to compare the true love and the wounded love. You can see which love resonates your love the most. But there is not to be sad about anything. You can every time switch from the wounded love to the true love. It's a divine stage. Those who are in the wounded love, they can get into true love stage as well. But now let's see what the true love is. First of all, the first most thing in the true love is that you never ever feel wounded, or not your partner is ever going to wound you physically, mentally, emotionally, in whatever way you can imagine in the true love. It's a wounded love. It's a true love. There's a difference. In the true love, there are no wounds. Second point, true love originates from compassion, understanding for people who are suffering. And understanding and compassion doesn't come with a single person you are with. It comes in all around areas. Whereas wounded love originates from ego, from narcissism, from haughtiness. The third point, in people who are actually in true love, you'll always see them that I am proud of the people I love. I'm proud of my son, I'm proud of my husband, I'm proud of my wife. Those who are actually in true love, they always say this. Instead, those who are suffering from the wounded love, either you are the one who is causing the wounded love or your partner is causing the wounded love. That kind of person says, they should be proud of me. They must appreciate and see my efforts. It's more of a self-centered. Why they are not seeing good in me? Sorry to say, we sometimes say this, but that is kind of a wounded love. That's not true love. In true love, if you are in true love with someone, you will see everything beautiful in that someone. If somebody is going to do something good, you will appreciate it. Fourth point, people grow together. understand and cooperate and appreciate each other differences. It's not necessary that the two people who are involved in the lovers, like, it could be between two partners, it could be between a mother and son, father and son, daughter and father, daughter and mother, it could be between any two individuals, a boy and a boy, a girl and girl. It really doesn't symbolize man and woman. It just symbolizes the feminine and the masculine aspects within us. So the two people or the two parties, when they are in love together, they grow together. They understand each other differences. And here in the wounded love, one partner always pounds another partner. For example, in the wounded love, they'll say, don't go there, don't do this job, don't do that. And the reason they are going to say, why? If somebody doesn't want you to do a job, a certain job, the reason, if you are in a wounded relationship, the reason your partner is going to give you is, don't do this job because it will hurt my family prestige or my prestige, or what people will think of me if you are going to do this or that. But if you are in the true love, they will say, don't do this job if you don't wish to do. If you still really want to do it so badly, how can I help you? The statements change. They don't want you to do something just because you will feel hurt while doing something. This is the aspect of true love. And this is the aspect of the wounded love. Now just see which resonates you the most. And it's not about seeing others. Even you can judge yourself. What kind of person are you? There are a lot of insecurities in in wounded love. People feel insecure. Don't go out with so many girls or so many boys, because you have the insecurity that they will leave you. And in the true love, I'm really worried for you. I don't know how they'll treat you. That's why I really don't want to go. I really don't want you to go. The statements changes in true love as well as in the wounded love. The next point. We have to always be strong. Only a strong person can do true love. A weak person always get involved in the wounded love. If you are being the part of the wounded love, or someone was wounding you, or you wounded someone, you were never strong. But you were weak, but you can become strong. It's not like you have to choose between 1 and 2. It is more of a stages. I would come back to the stages later. Don't confuse yourself that, okay, I'm so bad and all. No, you can change yourself. For me, giving you definition is not defining you that you are this kind of person or that kind of person, or your partner is this kind of person or that kind of person. I'm just here to tell you the meanings of true love and wounded love, and you can anytime switch from the wounded love to the true love. It's so divine, it's so powerful. Next, I made certain notes for you. Okay, true love, it's the limitless, it's infinite. It has no expectations, no returns. It's unconditional. It's like the first step. The first step, we have to love ourselves to be unconditional. If you have to do if you want to do love to someone unconditionally, first you have to do the unconditional love to yourself first. Now you are ready to give the unbounded love to anyone and any amount of people in the world and beyond, because you have to see this. True love is so unbounded. If you're not loving yourself, how can you love someone else? First, you have to feel love from within, happiness from within, joy from within. Set your boundaries free. Make your infinite love for someone and infinite happiness for someone. You have to make a way for that. You have to give that infinite happiness and love to yourself first. Whereas in wounded love, you expect a return, or your partner expect a return. And instead of expecting a return, it is like they are always complaining, always finding a fault in you, always seeing the negative points in their partner. They They expect a return, but they are never satisfied. They are always discontent because they are not actually in love. They don't like you very much. They could be infatuated by you, but they are not in love with you. You have to see this. They're seeing only the negative sides of you. It's not that in true love people will not, you are doing something wrong and they are not going to correct you, but then they are going to nurture you. They are going to try, they'll try to make you grow, right? And they will try to put you back, and this is a feeling which you can feel. Anything, it's not that if you're doing something wrong, then definitely even in true love they would be correcting you, they would be fighting for you. It's not that if you are the two people are in true love, they would never fight. Of course they'll fight, they have their differences, they always have differences. They're not two same individuals, so they would be having their differences. But in their fight, the other person, the person who is in true love, they would really want their partner to grow in the fight. They're fighting for their growth and not for their selfish interest. They would not fight to stay back with them. No, they would never do that. They would always see what's good for their partner and individually for their partner, not for their whole self. But they also have a lot of fight, but that is more of a brutal fight. That is a very disheartening and taking away all your health, all your mental traumas, all are included in these kind of fight. And they would be actually not letting you grow. They would not be giving you any kind of freedom. They would be bonding you in whatever way they can. Now the next point, in true love, it always leads to jealousy, greediness, and fear. If the jealousy, greediness, and fear in your relationship is growing, then you are in a wounded love. And these three feelings are growing with your partner, then they are giving wounded love to you, not a true love to you. Whereas in true love, you have to really let go of the fear, jealousy, and greediness. Something that belongs to you will definitely come to you. You should always have this thing in your mind whenever any fear comes in your way, whenever any jealousy comes in your way. Now, after working hard to make your relationship work, but you still seeing that your partner is not reciprocating the same to you, if it's a one-sided love, then in that case, those who are in the true love, they will leave the partner and then they will trust the universe to take care of them, and then they will start taking care of themselves. Whereas those who are in the wounded love relationship, they'll say, no, it's my job to take care of them. How could they leave me? How could they do this to me? It's always about me. And I'm the provider. I've done so much for them. Why they are doing this to me? Then you are in wounded love. That was not a true love. Next point. You get satisfied with what you get. And then you actually take charges. You actually ask something in return. And then there are never equal relationships between you both. So you are always dissatisfied, or your partner is always dissatisfied in a wounded love. Now, the next point is when you don't get your love. What the person in true love do and what the person in the wounded love do. When you don't get love. When you don't get love, a person in the true love, they will see that I had a taste of true love. I had a taste of love. I had spent some time or the other time with their partner. Now they will leave them from themselves, just set them free. And now instead of thinking about their partner, they will start working hard with themselves to make themselves much stronger than ever, much wiser than ever, more beautiful than ever, more hardworking, more happy, more blessed than ever. Whereas those who are in wounded love always seeks revenge. And it's not a very pleasant feeling, when you are in revenge. The worst thing is that it hurts you most. And definitely it could hurt the one if you are powerful enough to hurt the other person, but it really hurts you the most. I really seek pity for the people who work hard to take revenge. But these two cards, these two other phases of life, it's okay. These two cards, it really doesn't mean that I'm the true love potion, I'm in the wounded love potion. No, you don't have to feel like that. These are just the reflections. You are just confronting your shadow. It's a shadow work to do. It is the stage 1 of the spiritual enlightenment, and it is the last stage. The true love is the last stage of the spiritual enlightenment. Some people actually believe that you have to pass the first stage to get into the last stage. Means those who are actually in true love have sometimes in some way has experienced wounded love. So maybe that could be also true, that it's just a stage. You can always go into the stage of the spiritual environment. It is the last stage and it is the first stage. Now, but when you're in the first stage, how you can come into the last stage without getting into the first stage? So it's okay if you are in a wounded love relationship. Now, it's a consciousness of bondage. The stage 1. If you don't know that you are in prison, then how you are ever going to get out of it? So it's a first stage that you are in a wounded love situation. Now, the next point is greater world beyond the materialistic world, the true love. And in the wounded love, you are in a situation where you see what you see is all there is it. This is it. You think whatever you are seeing, you think in your mind, okay, this was it. But now in the true love, you see much greatness, much greater things. And here you are seeing only the materialistic things. Next point, the outcome. The outcome is that the person who is facing the true love will always have whole knowledge in the end. And the person who has been confined himself or herself to the wounded love situation will always have half knowledge of everything. Now, as per the tarot cards, I would like to make you understand further. It is understanding the limitations are not real. The bondage is an illusion. There are not two separate beings. It is only one. Now, as you see in the wounded love situation in the tarot deck, you see that they are in the bondage. The boy and a girl are in bondage. But they are not real. They can easily break that bondage. But they just think that they are real. The bondage, you think that your life is ending. You think that now there is no hope, no way. You think that this is it. Now there's nothing else, nothing important in my life. I am not having anything good in my life left. But no, they're not real. It's just a first stage. You have to come and you have to pass through all the stages to get into true love stage. Whereas for the people who are in true love, the divine part, the feminine part within each and every one of ourselves is always looking for advice from heavenly angels. In the true love part, you can see in the love card, but it's just a reflection of yourself. The male symbolizes, it represents the conscious part, the self-conscious, like everyday mind. The woman, it represents the subconscious part, feelings, intuitions, the very nature of the person. And the angel, it symbolizes and represents the superconscious mind. Right? Now, the further differences, like in true love, you are always spiritually uplifting in your relations. In wounded love, you are sabotaging first yourself and then your relation. Now, in true love, you always set things apart. You make decisions, see everything, how it really works, try to maintain the balance between mental and emotional self, then you make decisions, and your thoughts and decisions are very clear when you are in true love stage. And if you are in a confused stage, you are in distress stage, then most probably you are still in the wounded love stage. So these are more of a stages. That's why I compared to you. Most of the people who are in wounded love, they think for the rest of their life this was it. You cannot come up. But no, it was just a stage one. You can grow further, and you have to reach to the stage of the true love. Now, in the last, I'm just explaining the last point. True love is not just a union between two lovers, or a union between a mother and their son, and mother and their daughter, father and their son, and the father and their daughter, or between two individuals, a boy and a girl. No, it's not just a union between two people. It is union within your own self, your own masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. Of course, if you are going to stuck into the wounded love, it will lead to an unhappy, unhealthy relationship. And then in the end, you will be unable to make a real connection within yourself. Okay guys, I hope I really tried to make the differences clear between the true love and the wounded love. And I really wish for each and every one of you to get their true love. You know, it's just a stage. Even if you're in a wounded relationship, don't feel sorry. I just made the comparison so that you can see the difference. And anytime you can switch. It's like, you know, learning something. If you just say that you want to learn salsa, so right now you don't know how to dance, how to make the moves, but once you learn the salsa, you will always be a salsa dancer. Okay, and the more you are going to get involved in the process, the more expert you would be in salsa. So it is just like the process. It's just the definitions, the aspects which I tried to made as simple as possible for you, so that you can just compare and see for yourself. But just don't be disheartened. It's just the stage one. You can get this true love relationship with your own very partner. It's not that those who are stuck in a wounded relationship, they cannot never get back, or they cannot change. Yes, people do change. They always change. People grow. So you have to always grow. But see for yourself whether when you are with someone, if they are helping you to grow or not. If they are helping you to grow, please grow with them. It's okay to grow with them. It's okay to fail sometimes. But if you're seeing yourself to be in a very self-abusive or abusive relationship, then just leave them, let them go. Don't take any revenge, just let them go. And instead of that, just work on your progress, work on your growth. See how much beautiful you can become in your life. Okay, that's it for today. If you really like my attempt to explain you what the true love is actually all about, so kindly like, share and subscribe my channel. Also hit the bell icon down below so that you would be notified next time I'm going to upload any of my upcoming videos. See you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.